Long forms can be intimidating. The more questions people see all at once, the more likely they're going to leave before they even hit the submit button. Multi-step forms solve that by breaking a long form into smaller sections, guiding visitors through a few questions at a time so the process feels easier to complete. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build one in SureContact, share a few best practices, and explain when this feature can actually improve your conversions and when it might not. Let's get started. So from the SureContact dashboard, we'll just look down here. We'll see forms, click on that, and then we'll go over to the right-hand side and click on Create Form. I'm going to call my form Harborview Fitness Consultation Form. You can optionally put in a description. We're just going to click on Create Form. It'll start you off with some basic building blocks here, such as the title of your form. You might have a logo in there if you've added that to your workspace, and of course, your email address. On the left-hand side, you get to select from basic fields, selection fields, and other fields. We'll go through some of these as we build out our multi-step form. How do we get a multi-step added to our form? Well, we're going to go over to Form Settings here, and you'll see some other options here. But we're going to scroll right down here to Multi-Step Form, turn that on, and you'll now see at the very top here, we'll see Step 1, and we can add in other steps. And also down here, you'll see that we have a Show Progress bar automatically enabled for us and some progress styles that we can choose from. So we have bar, dots, and steps. We're going to keep it on bar. Other options you have here under Form Settings is the ability to assign lists and or tags. We're going to do that now. So under our lists, we're going to select our lists and we're going to add in this anyone who submits this form to Harborview Leads as our list. And we're going to also assign a tag here. And this tag will be HB Consultation. And you can go through other options here, such as whether or not you want to show a thank you message versus a redirect, things like that. We're going to keep everything else the same, and we're going to go back to fields. So the idea here is that we want to separate our form into several steps. The first step is for us to collect basic information from our potential client. So we want to add in a couple of fields here. So we'll drag over a text block here, and we'll put it above our email address. And we can change the label here to first name. And we'll keep the placeholder text the same. We're going to make this required, and we're going to make this half width because we're going to put last name right next to it. For contact mapping, we do want to capture this in the CRM. So we want to select first name here to map it to our contact field. And what we're going to do now is go over here and we'll click on duplicate. That will create a duplicate copy of our field. And we're going to click on that duplicate. And we're going to change it out to last name for our label and also do the contact mapping to our contact field of last name. So we already have our email address in there, and that is already pre-mapped to a contact field email for us. And the last option we're going to add in here for our first step of our multi-step form is phone number. So we'll go back over to fields and we'll click and drag over the phone number. And again, we'll go into contact field mapping here and we'll map it to our primary field of phone. Now, one of the things we can do up here is we can change this step 1, where it says right here, step 1. We can change that up here with the title of our step. And we're just going to change this to contact information and hit enter. And now that is now listed here on our form. So far, so good. Now we're going to click on the plus sign next to our first step to add a second step. So for step 2 here, we're not going to be using any of these fields that they've got for us right here that we can instantly add to our step. We're going to go back over to form fields and we're going to be using the multi-select. We'll just click that and it'll instantly add it to our form. For our step title, we're going to change this to what are your primary fitness goals? And we'll hit enter. And there we go. And then over on the left-hand side here, we can change the label to fitness goals. And we're going to keep it full width. We're going to make this required, so the person has to fill this out because it's important for us for the consultation. And for the options, we're going to enter in a bunch of options here. So I'm going to get started here, and then I'll come back to the video when we're all filled in. Right, so we have all of our options in there for our primary fitness goals. And again, these are multi-select, so a person can select more than one. And the important part here down the bottom here is the contact field mapping. So I already have a custom field that I've created before this recording, and I called it Fitness Goals Multi-Select. So the important part when you're creating custom fields is that the field type has to match the field type or the field option that you're putting into your form. Now, you do not have to do custom field mapping here. You don't have to add contact mapping for every field unless you want to capture it in the CRM. So we're going to again select the Fitness Goals Multi-Select here, and we are all done with step 2. Now let's go on to step 3 in our multi-step form. So we'll click the plus sign up here again. In this case, our step is going to be called, what would you describe your current activity level? We'll hit enter there. And we're going to add in a drop-down field for this one. So we can just click it and we'll instantly add it to our form. And for the drop-down options, I'm going to be adding in a few of these. So let me get started and then we'll come right back to the video when it's done. So I've got our options in there. The placeholder can be select an option. That's fine. The label can be select. Perfect. I'm not going to make this required for this one. And again, we'll have to do our contact field mapping here because I do want to capture this data in the CRM. So here is our fitness activity level right here. And again, I've created that beforehand, the custom fields for that. And so we're all done with step 3. So let's go on to our last step in our multi-step form. So we'll click the plus sign again. And for this one, we're just going to keep it open-ended. Anything else you'd like us to know before we contact you? So again, we're going to change the title of our step here to the question. So that shows up on our form. And for the field itself, we're just going to add in long text. So we can just click that and it'll instantly add it in like that. But we're not going to make this required. Full width is fine. And again, I do have a custom field for this because I do want to capture this in the CRM. And if I just scroll down here it is right here, fitness consultation, anything else. If I click on the submit button, we can go ahead and change that. We'll call it Let's Get Started for our button. And for the loading text, how about just Let's Go? Something like that. You can change the colors here. Let's change it to our other brand color so it's a little lighter there. You can change the radius, things like that. Also note that you can go into the form style here. That's where you add in your brand logo or whether or not you want to have a brand logo in there, colors you'd like, and the size of your form. So there's a lot of options here that you can go in and formatting it the way you want it to look. When you're building out your form, if you want to take a look at how it's going to look in the browser or on mobile, just click on the preview button and you can see what it's going to look like. There's our progress bar there. Step 1 through 4, so that's looking good. Looks like we have a little issue here with the mobile version. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click exit out of that. And where it says brand logo, I'm just going to click on the drop down here and click on no logo. So all we have is the title of our form, which we can change at any time if we need to. And again, we can go and preview that. And now it's looking a little bit better there. So that's good. We can click on save at any time, but it's being saved automatically for us. But just in case, I always like to click save. I'm kind of old fashioned that way. And when you're ready, you can just click on publish. Now, before we publish and test the form, it's worth talking about when you should actually use a multi-step form, because not every form needs one. Multi-step forms work especially well when you're asking for quite a bit of information on your form. Things like consultation requests, service quote forms, event registrations, memberships, or even coaching applications. Things that are detailed lead qualification type things. Breaking those into logical sections can make them feel much easier to complete. On the other hand, if your form only asks for a name and email address, or maybe 1 or 2 additional fields, a standard single-page form is often the better choice. Adding multiple steps to a very short form can actually create more friction instead of less. Like most things in marketing, context matters. So let's go ahead and click publish. Now, when you publish your form, you're instantly going to get embed options. So you can select the HTML code, the iframe code, or even a direct link. You can share it out on social media or advertising, for instance. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy the HTML here and go over to WordPress and put it in a WordPress sample page so that we can take a look at how this multi-step form is going to work. So I'll just click on copy here to copy the code over to our sample page here. I just fired this up on ZipWP. The sample page is the default of what you get. And we're just going to click the plus sign here and we're going to look for HTML. custom HTML. We're going to add that. We can put it anywhere we'd like. Click on Edit HTML, and we're going to paste in our code. And so you're going to see what it's going to look like. And we're going to click on Update. So that's looking pretty good right there. We'll exit out of our blocks there, and we can click on Save. And now we're going to check it out in the browser. So let's go ahead and fill this out, and then we'll check to see the data coming in to our contact. And we're going to skip on the phone number there. We'll click Next. We'll get to see our progress bar show up. We got 2 of 4. So it's just going to ask us what are our primary fitness goals. We'll select a couple here: build muscle, maybe improve strength, and maybe weight loss. How about those 3? And we can click Next. And then here's our drop down here. We'll answer this one. We'll say we're occasionally active and click Next. Nothing else, I don't think. And we'll click on the Let's Get Started button. Okay, and then there is our success message. And again, you could redirect the person after filling out the form to another page if you'd like. Let's go into the CRM and see the data that was captured for our fictional Jane Fitness. So here we are in our form builder. We'll go back to forms, and then we're going to go over to the CRM and click on contacts, and we'll see Jane Fitness right here. There's our list added to our list, added to the tag, and we can click on that, open it up. And if we scroll down here, we're going to see our custom fields filled in. So right here, we have the fitness goal multi-select, so it actually shows up as a multi-select, which is really cool. So we have fitness goals, the fitness activity, and if there's anything else they want to share with us. Now from here, the bonus piece to all of this, of course, is to run them through email sequences or workflow automations, which you can do under the automations tab. So we have, the workflows. If we go under sequences, I have a HarborView Fitness discovery call sequence. I can add them to a discovery call. I can add them to a welcome sequence. So that's where the power of SureContact really comes in, with not only capturing the data from our multi-step form into the CRM, but then working these contacts into automations and sequences. Multi-step forms are a great addition to SureContact because they give you another way to improve the experience for your visitors, especially when you need to collect more information. But don't assume every form should be multi-step. Keep an eye on your conversion rates. Test different versions and let the data tell you which approach works best for your audience. If you found this video helpful, subscribe so you don't miss more SureContact tutorials. And if you have any questions about multi-step forms or SureContact in general, leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.